Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the garage bathroom project. So I'm on my way there now. I've just dropped off Mr. A and Mr. B down at the Kardean house, and they're going to be doing a bit of work there today. I'll catch up with them a little bit later. So I'm on my own today, so it'd be easier for me to try and do a little bit more filming for you guys and maybe take more time showing you some of the stuff that I'm doing today, being that it's just me in the room, so there's just a bit more space to swing the camera around. So I'm going to try and do that today, but today there's a couple of things that can happen. I will be tanking the shower area today. Definitely going to do that because I need to give that 24 hours to dry before I tile, so I'll be doing that today. Definitely I'll probably lay the floor in there today as well, possibly skim the ceiling, possibly start doing some tiling. Could be a variety of things. When I get there, I'll assess what I think is the best thing for me to do in order for me to be productive today, based on what things I've got down there as well, and just to make sure things flow properly. So that's the plan anyway. I'm only down the road, so I'll be there in a bit, and yeah, we can start working today. So let me know what you guys think today, and let us know in the comment section how the progress is looking at the end of the day, and please like this video as well so that other people can get to see it. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Alright guys, so I'm on site now, and I've just started with the shower tray, which has arrived now. Just show you guys what that looks like. It's quite nice. Slimline, and it's got a slotted drain. You can see how slim it is here, and I think it's sort of made of some type of plastic. And this is the bottom, so this is the outlet. So we need to cut out a slight recess on the floor for this to sit in, so I'm going to make it about 1 inch wider than this. I've already marked it out here already, and start drilling some holes in it. So I'll get the jigsaw in there and cut that out. Two ways of laying these trays. You can lay them in a bed of sanded cement, or you can lay them with silicone, and that's what the manufacturer says. So we're nice and level here, we're nice and flat. If you've got a perfect flat surface like this, it just makes sense to do it with silicone. So I'm just going to apply it, a lot of it all over where it's touching here and around the edge, and then I'm going to slide it in place and bed it down, and just make sure with the level that you're level in all directions. So I've checked the floor already, and I'm good to go. So let's move this out of the way first. First I'll put some thick blocks on these little sort of feet. So I'm just going to let this silicone set for a couple of hours, and then later on I will tank this area here. So the way you cut these, you can just use a knife and a straight edge, slice them and snap them. You can use a fine saw as well, but this is the best way to do it. I'm leaving a 5mm gap, so we've got 60 here, so I'll do 59.5. That will give me that 5mm. Like this, just do 2 slits, then use your knife and scribe this, and then you can snap it. Just like that. So the way you're going to do this flooring, you have to actually lay the whole strip, and then you've got to put the whole thing in together. So it is easier if you've got someone else with you. But if you're on your own, just make your way from one side and work your way down.
Right guys, so this is where I stopped to the floor. I just need to sort this area out here, and then I can continue this last bit tomorrow. Basically, this is where we're bridging from our new floor to these are the old floorboards here. And what we're going to do, because the carpet's obviously now short, and we've spoke to a customer, we're going to put a timber threshold here, like the one that's in the kitchen over there. So that will kind of bridge the gap, and that way you won't need to extend the carpet, which obviously we can't do. So we will take the flooring in here up to here, and then there will be like a timber plate here, which will try and keep it flat level with the carpet. So what I'm going to do now is just going to fill this up with some cement and try and get this kind of level and smooth across here for now. So always make sure you wash down the concrete, because there's a lot of dust. Wet it, wash it down, use a brush or something, get all the fine dust off it. And also when it's wet like that, it give it a good key for the cement. So this is above the damp-proof course, so we don't need to put any plastic or anything like that. Damp-proof course is below this brickwork, so we just set some cement on that. Alright guys, so this is the little screening that I've done, as you can see close up. So I blended the line to the floor, so when we lay this little bit of the Kardean floor, it will run up to here. Okay guys, so while that cement is setting, I'm going to do this, start tanking this area, try and get this done before lunch, shoot off, and then I'll come back and finish it off. So first thing I've got to do is the primer. I've got to give it 2 coats of primer, and then when that's dry, do the tape joints and the waterproofer on top. So the joint tape will go in the corners there. It's only 2 corners actually. It's the only joins there is on this plasterboard. Also, you can see the area that I've marked with this, that line there. It's about 1.5 meters, so that tends to be where you need to go up to, so at least that area. So I'm going to show you what comes in this particular kit. I think this cost about, I think it was somewhere in the region of 65 plus VAT I paid for this. So what you have is, you have the primer here, This is a matting for the floor. If you're going to a wet room, if you've got a wet room and you need to do the floor, use this matting. But we don't need this, so we have a tray. Then you have the bandage for the joints. It's a roll of bandage. 2 rolls of bandage. Because if you're doing a wet floor, you'd also do across the edges here on the wet floor. But we just need to do the 2 vertical ones, and then you have the waterproof coating itself here. So first thing I'm going to do is start off with the primer. Let's see, fast drying. So we do 2 coats of this according to the instructions. 1 coat at 1 millimeter thickness will cover up to 1 meter squared per kilogram. So this is more than enough for what you need anyway. So I'm going to start off with this now. Primer, I'm going to go on. I'll just hit the edges with a brush. This is pretty much dry already. But I'll give it another minute or 2 and then I'll hit it the second coat. Alright guys, I'm going to do the second coat on this now. Okay guys, so this is now dry, the second coat on this. So I'm ready to put the top coat on. So what you do is you put some on where the corners are going to be, then you embed the corners and then you go over the corners. Once you've done the corners, then you do everywhere else. So the best thing to do is to pre-cut this so you've got it ready to go. I'm just going to cut 2 pieces. This one. Stuck a staple in here for some reason. Alright. So what I'll do, I'll pre-cut 2 lengths about 1.5. Okay. Right.
take it all the way up. Then just go over the whole thing. Alright, so corners are done. So now that the corners are done, I can now paint the entire area with a coat. Give it a nice thick coat, 2mm. This is the best waterproofing really that you can do on your shower. It's basically a liquid rubber and it's highly waterproof. Alright, last bit.
Alright guys, so that's the shower done. As you can see, I've tanked it all the way up there. So the last bit of plasterboard to put up there after we did the vent there. So just to screw a piece of plasterboard there. I'll do that when this area is dry. But yeah, taking it all the way to the edge here. This is where the door's gonna be. So it's gonna have a sliding door, slide across, you enter this side. The shower controls will be here. Obviously the drain is here. So that's how it's looking. Right guys, so this is it for today. Just show you what I've done. So I've done the cement in here. Just let that dry. Done some flooring. Obviously I've stopped here. Just got one strip to do down to there. Once that's all set, I've done the tank in here. I've gone over it with a second coat as well. It says 2 mil thickness, so I've given it another coat, and it's just drying out now. Also I've picked up some of this as well. This is a trim that we're going to use. I'm just temporarily fitting it on to see, but this is the trim that we're going to use on the edge, and I'll show you what it will look like, and I'll show you the tiles as well. So here's one of the tiles that we'll be using, and basically this will start, I've already measured it out, so this one will start here. So that's how the finished edge of the tile will be, like that. And these tiles are going vertically, so they're going to go vertically up the wall, and they will be a brick bond pattern. So if you look at the floor, if you imagine the floor is going up the wall, so it'll be sort of like a brick pattern but vertical. So the whole bathroom is getting tiled. Whole bathroom's getting tiled from floor to ceiling, all the way up around there, and obviously the shower area is going to get tiled as well. The tiles will start on the floor. I've measured it out. The tiles will be on the floor. There'll be a little bit of a cut off the top one, so this will go around the floor here, and the ones around the shower obviously will have a cut. But this is the level of the first tile. So tomorrow's job, I'll actually start the tiling. I've picked up all the tile adhesive already. I've got my metal trim, got the tiles, got spacers. Yeah, I'm gonna start tiling this tomorrow, get this shower area done, and start working my way out towards the door. Still need to sort out around that door, but I can get to that bit in between. But I'm gonna start the tiling, try and get this tiled up,
So guys, that's it for today. I'm just gonna go down and pick up Mr. A and Mr. B down the other side, see how they've been doing down there, and we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. So thanks for watching. See you later. Take care.